Welcome back to another FIFA 23 content review on the channel. I'm Slater. We got a little bit of a juicy one today. Not only is there a Harry Kewell SBC, it looks very interesting. We'll dive into that card, talk about chemstyles, positions, compare to other players, tell you whether he's good or bad value. The big one of the day, I think, for most people is there's an 87 plus FUTTIES Best of Batch 1 by 10 upgrade SBC that dropped today. I'm going to complete this, open it, and help you determine whether you should or should not open it too. I'll chapter the video, so if you want to stay here and watch this and just ride the whole way with the video, you can start now. Or if you want to just fast forward to Kewell, you can do that too. For that, I say just hit that like button. So if you're new to the channel, greatly appreciated. Helps the channel a ton. And let's dive into this thing. So we have a big pack, right? We're all waiting for the 85 by 10. We just got an 87 by 10, which I think when you hear it sounds fantastic, but I'm going to tell you why I think it might be a bit of a scam, if I'm being honest. I'm still going to complete it. I've actually already crafted it, so we'll get into this very quickly. So it's earn a pack containing 10 FUTTIES Best of Batch 1 players rated 87 overall or higher. So we're in Batch 2. That's where like the messy... We're actually not in Batch 2, I apologize. We're in like FUTTIES Team 2, but we're still in Batch 1 of content, which is important for you to note because Batch 1 indicates like the non-FUTTIES cards. So that is the Team of the Year icons, including Dino and Rude Hullet, Ones to Watch cards, Road to the Knockout cards, Team of the Year honorable mentions, Rule Breakers, Winner Wild cards, right? It's a lot of those guys, out of position, Centurions. It's those cards, right? So as you go to complete this SBC and you're saying like, oh, I really want to get like a FUTTIES Ronaldo, I don't believe at all, based on what I'm understanding this to be, is that you can get any of those FUTTIES cards. You can only get the best of cards. And what we also know is that a lot of them are not very high rated. So this is basically you saying I'm swinging for a Team of the Year icon, is what I understand this SBC to be more than anything. It is not you saying anything else besides fodder and SBC icon, and that's what I want the most. Also remember that Batch 1 is really low rated besides some high like Team of the Year icon cards. So a lot of these cards are probably going to be in that 87 to 88 range as you complete it. Internally, it's an 87 and 85 and 84, which seems very fair. In fact, if you open 85 by 10 or 87 by 10, you could probably retroactively complete a lot of these SBCs just with so much high rated fodder. What I will tell you is at this point in the game, it's very valuable just to have cards in your club. 84s, 83s, 82s, 81s. Those become very valuable as every single day it's easy to get really high fodder and very difficult to get your mid-tier fodder. So I would say personally, I'm going to rip this thing open. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to guess this is what I would think is technically bad value because I think that you're going to probably not get a Team of the Year icon in this pack and then have a lot of players in your club that you just can't use. What I'd also suggest is if you're doing this is to use a lot of the duplicate Batch 1 cards in your club already, right? Like use a lot of these cards that you're never going to use for anything besides fodder if you do this in this SBC because you're probably going to get a lot of them back from this pack, right? So here we go, 87 by 10er. If you guys do open this, man, let me know the best player you got in it. I'm very intrigued. Once again, I don't believe, I could be wrong. I hope I'm proven wrong. I do not believe you can get any actual like pink footy cards in this pack. So just bear with me on that. Here we go, 87 by 10, FUTTIES re-release Batch 1 pack. Let's see what it is. It's going to be full specials. I don't even know what would pop first. So I got a ones to watch first, which is Matthias de Ligt. I don't know like the order of operations. If that is the highest rated player I got, I'm screwed. I'll tell you that right now. If that's the highest rated player I got, this is a nightmare of a pack for me. And he was. So this is what I'm telling you, man. You think about like an 87, 85, 84, it's like, oh, well, I got like every card I got is above an 87, and I get why this could be perceived as decent value. You literally need to hit a Team of the Year icon, a good Team of the Year icon. You need a Dino, Rude Hullet, maybe a Jordan Moeller. I'm trying to think of who else is even in that category. Let me go back here. You know, Zanetti, VDS, like you need a guy like that to make this pack worth it. Not that like João Felix maybe isn't fun at this point in the game, but he's 20K. Or Ousmane Dembele couldn't be fun for you to use, but like these are just not worth it. So in my opinion, it's a very bad value SBC. I would pass on that. Like I said, man, I open it so that you don't have to. So hopefully I saved you guys some time and some fodder in your club. And then we have Harry Kewell, which yesterday was crazy content drop. We can pull up Kewell on Footbin here too as we go to check out this SBC. And today this is another big card, man. He is a Super League based card. He's a hero card, so he's gonna get full chem regardless. He's only gonna be able to boost like the Super League cards in your club, which obviously is really not gonna help anybody in terms of their starting 11. He's 5-star, 4-star, high, medium, but we're not gonna review him that way. We're just gonna think about him as like let's think about it like as an icon, right? Essentially, he gets full chem. here he is, right? 5-star, 4-star, high, medium, left mid, left wing cam. Internally, great pace splits. Really nice shooting stats. 98 shot power, 96 finishing is fantastic. 98 time positioning is a little bit low, but very usable nonetheless. 97 vision, 91 short pass, 93 long pass. Nice. Dribbling is good. It's not 91, 92, 93. I wish was a little bit higher. Is he pretty tall? 5'11". Okay. 94 ball control. We'll have to go check out compared to his Foot Fantasy card, like how big of a boost this really is. 90 stamina and 70 aggression. So I definitely wouldn't use him as a striker, even though I think his stats align him to be a little bit more of a striker. I think you would have to use him as a cam based on what I'm seeing, because the aggression and strength are a little bit low. Flare, long shot, outside the foot, swerve, flare. I'm hoping that because he's a Super League based card, he'll be really a little bit more affordable. I'm going to guess he's an 88 and an 89 rated team is my initial instinct. Let's go see. 87, 88. That seems very reasonable. I mean, I could literally, I think with what I just opened, get an entire, I could probably do the entire 88 rated team, and then we just have an 87 rated team left to do to get Harry Kewell done. So I don't think it's bad value, at least from what I can tell. Let's go on FUTBin. Let's go see his price. He's coming in at, doesn't have a price, of course. 229 and 200 downvote. I think because people don't like the Super League and not 5.5 is my initial guess of why that would be downvoted. Compared to his Foot Fantasy card, he gets 3 more pace, 6 more shooting, 2 more dribbling, 3 more defending. I'm sorry, 3 more dribbling, 13 more defending, and 7 more physical. The problem is that defending is irrelevant of a boost because you're not going to play a card like this in the midfield anymore. I mean, outside of a cam position, right? Like, this is not going to cut it. So that is a big boost to the card that is really irrelevant at the end of the day. But nonetheless, I mean, 5'4". What will we put on this card, dude? I don't think you put like a, the pace is pretty maxed out. So I think you kind of just let that be what it's going to be. My initial thing is a Deadeye, but I think I'm going to put a finisher on him. Let me see. Deadeye makes him almost a perfect finisher of the ball. And then 99 vision, 99 short pass, and 90 long pass is a really nice cam card. I think a finisher, though, to me, which makes him to explosive. I don't think there's a big difference between explosive or controlled on new gen. Gets him to 99 agility, 96 balance, and 99 dribbling. You're actually getting more back in value from this chem style. You're getting more statistics back of a boost from the Deadeye. But if you feel like if you use this card, you feel like he's maybe a little bit slow, or maybe his like you wish he felt a little bit quicker, you'd put a finisher on him and see how that would make him work. Because getting that agility and balance up would be a really nice boost for his card. So I like the card. I think he's a really decent little card. Once again, Super League isn't ideal, but that's still like a very fair value SBC. You could get that done super easily. If you literally win 10 or 5 Foot Champs games, you get an 85 by 10. I mean, that would probably get you the 87 rated squad almost by itself, right? At the end of the day. So you could very easily get this card for not for free, but if you actually took some time and grinded the game, Harry Kewell could come to you into your club and be a very low ask, low risk, and low grind. And once again, I know he's Australian in Super League, but he gets full chem. So you don't need to worry about him. I would think of him as, or rationalize him as like an icon at the end of the day. And I would play him at cam, personally. I play him on the wing too, but I think cam is where I would ship that card. I don't know if we have any objective content. I'm going to guess we do not today. We got this obviously crazy thing yesterday. And let me just see. No, we do not. So there's the content review for the day. If you guys enjoyed it, man, as I said, helps a lot. Hit that like button. I think that I died here on the 87 by 10 so that you don't have to, man. So hopefully you guys can avoid that. I just think it's not that it's like super horribly priced because it's an 87, 85, 84. You're like, oh, I can get like a ton of high rated cards. It's just that those cards, people don't think about it this way. Like those 85s, 84s become so valuable to your club, man. Really, you gotta start. It's crazy to think that like an 88, 89, in a way, and that sounds wild, starts to become more common than an 83, 84. So just keep that in your mind as you go and complete SBCs. Thanks for watching the video, boys. Back again for another one tomorrow. Peace.